We're making Valentine's loaves. So while we're waiting on those things to kind of get to know each other, I'm going to go ahead and prep my pans. Like I've said before, I use my sheets, and then I cut them in half. And then they just line everything rather perfectly. And yes, I have 7 of the same pans. I didn't have another, so this will have to do. Shall we? Oh, she seems happier with me now. There we go. I just have to get all of that incorporated. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? I'm actually just going to let that kind of sit for just a little bit longer. Grab this big guy here. See what he's up to, because Lord mercy. Okay, that's all still getting to know each other. Ah! Alright. See about this strawberry. So now our strawberry is also looking really nice. Peanut, leave him alone. Leave him alone. So you see it's sticky, but it's not collapsing. And I wanted to do the wet inclusions at first so that you could kind of see what happens when something gets too wet. But if you let it go and it's still a little bit underproofed, it's going to most likely be okay. Just like this one. You see, you open it up just a little bit and it's still rather gooey inside, but at the same time, you've got that outer skin that's just kind of holding everything in, and that's what you do not want to tear at this point. We just want to stretch it out and give it some form. So yeah, if the dough is over fermented, it will be difficult to form. I'm going to use a bench scraper for my cuts this time because I don't want it to tear aggressively. I'm not going to drag it across here too aggressively, and I don't want to degas it too much. I'm only going to flour it if it gets lightly sticky. Peanut! Peanut, stop it. My dried cherries. Don't want to do too much dark chocolate because that was a little overpowering last time. So I'm doing a sprinkle of dark just to add a little complexity. If I get it out of the container, it's going into the bread. Now, milk chocolate. Heavy on the milk chocolate. If I really gave a crap, I would absolutely weigh this out. But I don't, so I don't. These bad boys are almost ready to go into their proofs. Now, with these inclusions, I'm just trying to close up that skin. That's about all I should do, I'd say. So, blink and blink. Pinch, pinch, pinch up the butt cheeks. I do an unconventional fold when I have inclusions like this, and I know it, and I really don't care. Because you know what? I've said many, many times, there are no rules in sourdough. There are theories, and you make it whatever you want. That one went a little bit more nicely. A lot of people would do like a half and a half, or a third and a half of a fold, and I'm just kind of like, okay, chaos. Don't tell me what to do, because I'm going to figure it out. Oh, that's exciting. I'm trying to roll it. And notice when I put this down, I'm trying to like put the skin down and then stretch this part in on itself. See how the skin's kind of stretching at the base? Okay. If I fuck with this one much more, whoop, whoop, whoop. Gather round, all you extra inclusions. So, you know, we're just loafing around. No big deal. Oh! Cherry cordials are ready. Look at how unbelievably messy I'm being. But this is why I don't flour my surface. Because then I can't stretch something out and have it stay. I'm tired of washing my hands. I've already done it like 6, 7 times. So I'm just gonna go ahead and this is the thing that's happening. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. If your dough sticks too much, you can lightly flour, but you know, I don't like to. I'm not too worried about breaking the skin open on these because it's just the strawberry shortcake. It's not like the chocolate's gonna burn. Well, that one went much easier, I think. That one came together rather nicely. Oh, lovely. Well, already torn open over there. Yeah. Just rolled that all in there. Did you see what I just did there? I took something that was almost unable to be rolled, and now look at her. Chaos to order, back to chaos, back to order. And now she's a bitch, so I'm not gonna fuck with her too much. She's being a little wench, so I'm not gonna mess with her too much. Strength. When it would resist, I just kind of let it rest a little bit more. The inclusions really should look tucked inside and not like busting out like this one. I'm not sure how that one's going to turn out, but if nothing else, they're all beautiful. I mean, it's going to bake up. It's going to taste good. These are about 300 grams of flour each. Really good for an individual size for a couple of days. While they rest right here for a little bit at room temp, the gluten is going to develop a little bit more. The outside skin is going to dry out a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit more protective of everything else that's on the inside. And that's why I did a heavy layer of flour on top, was just so that it could suck the moisture out and create that nice skin. So yeah, we've got texture on the skin in each one of these. Like you can see things underneath, and some things are not entirely tucked in, and it's okay. It is, because there is enough flour on them, well there will be, that they can proof into their pans and still be okay. And put a little bit on each side of them so that if they do expand that way, they will have a protective barrier from these sides. Because the parchment only goes on the left and the right, doesn't go on the front and the back. I wanted to have that flour barrier. So I don't know if you noticed or not, but I do have a new Dutchie. This is the Paris Hilton heart-shaped Dutch oven. I never would have bought it for myself, but my Valentine bought it for me for Valentine's Day, and that was absolutely thoughtful. Also bought me the ring light and tripod that you are actually on right now. Oh, and we love the bear mugs. I bought him this, but I also bought me one because I love them. My Valentine bought me a lot of what's on here, actually. He got me this, got me the journal, got me this coffee mug, the sourdough dealer. He's a good guy. He is. Very different than my last one, and I'm happy about that. I'm going to cover these. I'm going to let them sit out for about an hour. I'm going to get in the hot tub. When I get out, they should be a little bit more puffy, a little bit more jiggly, and ready to go into the refrigerator overnight. One thing I like about when people request a loaf pan versus a round loaf is I can just go directly from proofing to baking. I don't have to worry about a Dutch oven or anything. But that Dutch oven is nice. Yeah. So inclusions add weight, so your gluten structure really does matter. So the way that it's proofed is incredibly important. I did mine a little bit underproofed from the bulk ferment just because I needed time while we were doing the inclusions for the process that I was going for. I wanted to do the wet stuff first so that you could see the chaos that that would create, and that it can be salvaged. Also, we had to deal with the fact that fermentation timing is different when sugar is involved, because I don't know if you've ever had a sugary drink, but was there grainy sugar in there? No, it was liquid. So when sugar dissolves in the dough, it becomes liquid and it messes with the hydration level. Who'd have thought? But texturing the layering with different things at different levels, it just kind of incorporates what I want incorporated into the dough, and then it swirls in what I would like to highlight. Patience during the shaping process means a better score during your bake. At least for me. I'm going to clean up, get in the hot tub, and I will see you when these bake up. So I just made up these 4 strawberry shortcake and cherry cordial loaves. What would make a better Valentine's Day present for your loved one? I happen to have off until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you wanted to, I'll drop off to your Valentine. Anything extra you want me to include, we can always talk about. Message me any way that you can. Send me a DM, bread@stew-pendis.com.